move on to the next thing that we have got, which is submodules. Like think of them as mini repos inside your repo, perfect for external dependencies like a CSS framework. So let's add a submodule. Let's go back here. Let's say let's git submodule. Git submodule, add HTTPS, basic something. Like which one should I add? This one, github.com. I'm referring to one of the basic, let's say git.cs. I've just added a template number here. You can remote won't be able to find because this repository actually does not exist. I've just given you the temporary framework. You can add an actual link to this for it to be found. So let me just run this again, and you all will find that it won't work also. But you all can put in a real submodule and play around with this. Okay. So you can write git submodule. Dive into this deep later on as well. The next thing that we'll be learning is committing. So we dive deep into committing, like basically which is your project heartbeat. Beyond git, commit, and there are more power moves that we can explore. So let's explore those. So let's say I'll just clear this first. Yeah. So we can add, let's say git add style.css, and we can run this together as well by running it like this. Git commit message would be hi world. That's it. Nothing to commit as the working page clean. So let me just change that up. Let me make this as blue. Save this. Go here, write font size as 24 pixels. Save this and run this comment again. And now this comment has been done. So now you can do many changes as such for different scenarios. Like you can change the padding over here. Let's change it to 24. Save this and again go here. Do this, and instead of hi world, this is actually not a good practice. You all have to give out specific comment, but here just to explain, I'm giving out very basic commit messages. You can here write written padding pixel. So that has been done. Now the pixel padding has been changed, so now the person knows what's been going on. So you can let's say commit without staging as well. We'll see what is staging also later on. So we can write here. This is a commit, and let's say update all modified files is the command that we'll run. And before we run that, let me just change something over here. Let me make this as green, let's say. And now now that I've made it as green, I'll just run this. Now it won't stage this, and it will directly commit this file. And if you've forgotten a file, let's say you can use git commit amend no edit as well. So now this can be also used to add it without changing the message. So let's say you can also use git commit no verify also. Let's say you can use this. Yeah, you can use this as well. So because there is like skip basically pre-commit hooks for quick fixes. Pitfall here could be something like amending push commits you require git push force, which can disrupt teammates also. So challenge for you all would be to commit a change to amend it to include another file and try with the tag A for a quick commit. So that can be done. So let's move on to the next thing that we have here, which is aliases. So aliases that we see here, git shortcuts like your keyboard macros for coders. Basically, let's save time. So now we can write here git config. I'll show you some of the commands, which is git global alias.log log one line graph. Now this is something that can be run. Now git lg gives you a visual history for unstaging this. You can also use something like git config. Again the same thing. Global alias. My spelling was wrong. Sorry. Unstage. Here you will have to write a reset head. What is head also we'll be looking into later on. But now these are some of the things that you can use to actually understand how these aliases do in Git. So the next thing that you will be looking at is like you can also understand it with the scenario that you are pair programming. Share aliases via this. You can share it with. You can use this to actually share aliases also. So list aliases you can use git config get reject c. Now this is something that you can use to list your aliases as well. Pro tip for your would be your aliases complex commands. Like there are several complex commands in aliases, so you can use like alias, whatever the pronunciation may be, pm equals commit with the message. So yeah. The challenge for you would be to create an alias with git status s and test it with a modified file as well, as written wrong one. Yeah, this one. So yeah, try this and test it with a modified file. Now let's move on to the final chapter for this video, which is rebasing. It's like rewriting your project history with a cleaner narrative. It moves your branch commits into a new base. So basically that's what the rebasing is. So now we can write here git checkout key with feature, and we can write here footer. Now we have switched to a new branch called footer, and now we can go to index.html. We can write it directly from our, we can directly write it from a terminal as well, where we write this, and we go to footer, and we write a 2025, let's say, like since this is a web project that we are trying to see here, and we'll push it to index.html. Now, this has been done. Now that once this has been done, we can also use git add index.html, and you can commit it directly in a single command, which is a git commit message, which is add footer. So now this has been done. You can write git rebase main as well. This can be done, and you can use here, actually you can use here git rebase as well. You can use git rebase in your to create a feature branch and then rebase. So you can use that as well. So if there are conflicts, you can edit files like git add, then do git add, and then git rebase continue. Like this is the command. I'll just show you. Git rebase and then continue. This is one of the commands that you can see. So no rebase in progress. So that's because there is no rebase in progress currently as it is. And there is another command that you can give, which is git rebase I main. So that depends on your upstream branch as well. So you can do that as well. So for you all, one of the scenarios that you all can understand is that you are syncing with main after a teammate's push. So here the first thing that you can do, let me just go to this file. Basic I can write here is, first thing you should do is git fetch, and this command should you also run, which is git fetch and then git rebase origin slash main, or whatever the branch name is. So that is one of the things that you all can do to understand. So I have